Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Prices, I'm sure you've seen it, and a bunch of other channels have been talking about it. Prices are on the rise, whether it's the tariffs or inflation or whatever's causing it. Prices are going up. Hot Wheels 4-pack premium sets I saw the other day are up to $34.99 now or something like that. $35 for one of them. They were 28 or 29, I think. Premiums are up over $1. They're $7.99. They're $8 now for a Hot Wheels premium. Auto Worlds, which is what we're doing today. Auto Worlds are up. So anyway, things aren't looking good as far as being a consumer in the diecast market. So I found, and this isn't always going to work, but I found a way to kind of beat that. And so that's the topic for today's video. We're going to look at a 4-pack from Auto World, and it'll run right here. But anyway, I snagged this 4-pack off of eBay. So it's brand new, sealed in the package. I don't have any of the castings in it. And it was, I think, $21.03 shipped to my door. That was the total price, $21.03. $5.26 per car. So, I mean, that's a couple bucks off of retail, I guess, per car. And maybe there's better deals out there. It's certainly possible. So, maybe it's a good time to check the secondary market for cars, new in package. You can always get loose stuff for deals. I mean, loose is always cheaper. But if you wanna open your cars and be the first to get your mitts on them, then there's options available. So we're gonna crack these four for sure and take a look, and then, like I said, maybe it's just a way to save money for now. The bright side, if there is one, and I don't even know if this would actually work, but maybe the scalping folk, the guys or gals that show up to stores and just buy all the inventory to try and sell on the secondary market for profit, maybe that will slow down, because maybe they won't buy cars at these inflated prices, because then they're going to inflate even more. And as long as we stay smart and don't succumb to what they're trying to do, they'll sit on those cars forever, and maybe then they'll learn. But you do you, I'm going to do me. I'm not paying scalping prices for nothing. It's not a thing. I get maybe a couple of bucks for your time, but I'm never paying astronomical prices for diecast cars. It's not happening. I could win the lottery and it wouldn't happen. But anyway, we're not going to rant. This 4-pack is awesome. 4 cars, one from the 60s, one from the 70s, one from the 80s, and one from the 90s. We have the 1967 Chevy El Camino. We have the 1970 Mercury Cougar Eliminator. We have the 1984 Mustang SVO. And the 1996 Pontiac Firebird TA convertible. Deluxe Facts. Let's look at this. This is the first release of our 4th gen Pontiac Firebird convertible casting with the top down. Granada Gold was a 1-year only color from GM across their other makes. It was also called Signet Gold or Gold Mist. So that's referring to the El Camino. The turbocharged 4-cylinder engine in the Mustang SVO was also used in the less expensive Ford EXP Turbo. And then the Mercury Cougar Eliminator was only made in 69 and 70. The Eliminator packed option was an additional $129.60. God dang. That's how you beat tariffs and inflation. You build a time machine and you travel back to the 70s. Because then you can get Eliminator packed optioned Mercury Cougar for $129 more than like the base model. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? If your car today wants a backup camera, it's like $1,280 or some crap. Like, oh man, the times were so good back in the day. But anyway, let's move over here and crack these. All right, and then real quick, I will show you the card. We have our only at Target. And lately, I mean, this is my first 4-pack. And lately, I have never seen, the peg is there and the little barcode sticker for Auto World 2-packs, but I haven't seen any in, God, I don't know how long. Been a very long time. But this is 2022 Release 2 of this deluxe Target exclusive 4-pack. And so we'll just run the top down here. How does that sound? And we'll start with this 1996 Pontiac Firebird TA convertible. Pretty clean, in black. I'm not a huge fan of convertibles, and I'm definitely not a huge fan of this body style of Firebird, but I can appreciate it. Black might be kind of a tough car to show. Let me move the light. Maybe that'll help. That a little better? Maybe. But no opening hood on this one. Marker lights, fog lights, flip up headlights, but they're closed. The wheel's not bad. What do we have right here? Trans Am. Very cool. That's what the TA stands for, by the way. Coming around to the back. Trans Am, Firebird logo. Taillights are okay. Exhaust. And then the interior, the brown interior is kind of nice, and it's kind of two-toned. You get some gray details on the center console, the dash, steering wheel. Gauge cluster. The interior's not bad. You're kind of forced to do good interiors, I think, if you're gonna do a convertible model. Door panels have a little bit of texture. Not bad. Oops, bumped the camera. Rolls okay. Not a lot of weight to this one. Did we look at the base? We didn't. This is interesting to me. Auto World. This is a plastic base. That's abnormal for Auto World. I wonder if all these are going to be plastic bases. Is that the deal with the 4-pack? August 17th of 2022 is your manufacture date. Back that in right there. Actually, this might be a better look. That one will pull in forward. How about that? All right, moving on. 1967 Chevy El Camino. And I think I just learned that 4-packs are plastic bases. But anyway, I like El Caminos. This is good looking. Get the Chevrolet right there. Pretty clean. 327. Very nice. Color matched bed. The back looks good. I like the taillights. I like the bumper. Kind of wish I had a plate, but what do you do? Wheels all right. Wheel and tire look good. Little silver contrast or line down the side. I like that. What do we have? El Camino right here. Yeah, nice. That flake looks good. What did they say about the colors of this? Granada Gold was a 1-year color from GM. Across other makes, it was also called Signet Gold or Gold Mist. Yeah, that's nice. Grill looks good. I got no complaints there. What do we have right here? El Camino. Very cool. And then, can we see the interior of this one? Probably going to be tough. Some seat detail. Maybe a little shifter in there. What if we look from back here? Yeah, a little bit. Not bad. Black top. I like that. That's a cool piece. I wish it was metal based, but you know, we all learn at different rates, and so I learned today that a 4-pack nets you plastic bases. 1984 Ford Mustang SVO. Oh, did we look at the base on this? We probably didn't. Some people like the base details. Auto World 817. These are probably all going to be manufactured on the same day, and then they went in the package. Interesting. 1984 Mustang SVO. This is good looking. I like this body style. Forward. Headlights look good. Hood scoop. SVO. The metal flake. Wheels not bad. Back end looks pretty good. You get Mustang, SVO, Ford, kind of the double wing. That is in plastic also. There's some mismanaged paint goop. That's not great looking, but you really don't see it unless you get up close. And then the interior actually looks pretty good on this one. Stay focused. Armrests on the door panel. Looks like maybe a window crank underneath. Yeah, this is a cool piece. And then the last one for today, the 1970 Mercury Cougar Eliminator. And again, for $129.60, you could get this versus the base model. That one actually rolls really well. Yeah, this looks good. Blue, like the wheel. Oh, there's a paint mark. That's kind of a bummer. Oh, well. In the 70s, you could probably have that fixed for $27. Wouldn't that be something? Door handles, eliminator. The back looks really good. I like that. The wing, I believe, the wing is cast. The wing is actually part of the body. So that's cool. That's a nice touch. And then the grill. What do we got here? Mercury logo. Let's look at the interior. Interior looks pretty nice in this one. We just don't want to focus today. No cooperation from the camera crew. But this looks good. This and the El Camino. I'm digging in this 4-pack. I will say, kind of letting me down. But what do you do? All right, there's a look at 4 cars from Auto World. I have to admit, kind of disappointing. I didn't know. We'll call it a learning experience. I did only pay $20, $21 for the 4 cars, but 4 packs lighten the quality significantly. So there's no metal base, and the tires are not even rubber. The tires are also plastic. So plastic base. It's like an Auto World main line, if that's a thing. So, I mean, $5 and a quarter a car. I probably overpaid, to be honest. But what do you do? I thought I was beating the tariffs. Tariffs still got me. But still cool. The El Camino and the Mercury Cougar Eliminator are the highlights for this 4-pack. I probably won't buy another 4-pack, and if I ever come across a 2-pack, I will look closely to see, because the metal on metal, tangible feel, we discussed that a lot, the weight of a real Auto World car, that's where it's at for me. So that's going to do it. It's still cool I added them to the collection. I'm not that mad. I just, when it comes to Auto World, I like what I like. So that's going to do it. I appreciate you guys watching. Like, subscribe, comment. All those things are free to you, and then they just help the channel get to more people. and then the community grows and we can all chat in the comments and do fun things. So thanks again. We'll see you soon.